Hey everyone, this is just a little teaser to show you what is on the development table at the moment. This is the much anticipated Taipan 2014 board. Remember Taipan? Well, it's back because finally we have a soundboard option that is going to work really well. Okay, so all the work on Taipan before was waiting for the development of this soundboard. Finally, we've got something here. It's got all your sounds on a SD card, output here. Most important thing is that it can play up to 12 to 14 tracks at once. So multi-polyphony sound card. Okay, the bottom board underneath here is the actual Taipan 2014. It is a daughter board, sort of a shield type arrangement, and that will probably stay. This is just the prototype board. We've got your motor connectors here. The turret and elevation motors will go on here. As I said, this is just one I'm just using, developing all the programs and stuff on. In the next version on the computer, I have some connections here for servos. So you'll have your motor outputs here, servo control of your gun and turret here, if you desire, and then motor control for your gun and turret. So you'll be able to control your gun and turret with either motors or servos, your choice. Down the bottom here will be all the lighting inputs. At the moment I have, as standard, there's two machine guns, so you can have a hull and turret machine gun. And then your Canon flash, high tension flash, LED flash is the next unit that will go on here on a later board. At the moment, this board connects up to a Mako. So this board as itself still has all those functions, but you access them via the actual Mako board. Down here we have headlight, reversing light, and we'll have an auxiliary light as well. So 3 lighting options, 2 machine guns, and your Canon, which can operate on either your flash or an LED. The Mako on the full board will go in here, but as I said, on this evaluation temp board that I'm just building, a Mako plugs into here. We have a very much beefed up power supply circuit. This is getting a bit technical, a bit boring, but we have voltage protection, we'll have fuses in there, and plenty of amperage to supply, because we'll be running technically on this board up to 3 servos. So you'll have 2 servos here, your recoil servo there. So I'm going to make sure there's plenty of 5 amp power for running your servos, and of course running the amp on the soundboard. Okay, haven't done a great deal with it. I'll just plug it in.
Welcome back.
There'll be welcome sounds. As I said, there'll be up to 255 sounds initially that you'll be able to put onto this sound board. Again, all there on your sound card. Set it up pretty much stock standard hang long type situation, just because we're all familiar with that. When the unit is on and ready to be turned on with your radio, the headlight will flash. Okay, so as with everything, usual protocol, 100% on channel 5 will start your tank. Okay, so tank started up, and usual style, the headlight will be on when the tank is started. To turn the headlight off, usual, you just toggle on minus 100% channel 5 to toggle your headlight on and off. I've only got one LED set up, and that's set up into the machine gun. So that's your machine gun. A few little things I need to just adjust the timing and stuff like that there, but you've got machine gun 1, machine gun 2. One other function I thought would be good to have is ability to turn your tank engine off, so you can sit there quietly on the battlefield. So you've got a switch there to turn your engine off, and you still have access to your sounds. So you're sitting there with your engine off, but you can still fire. You can still fire your machine gun. Okay, and you know, there'll be other sounds. As I said, 255 sounds, so you'll be able to access heaps of sounds. You'll have, you know, soundtracks playing, whatever. Restart your tank. You know, and your engine comes back on. Of course, if you've turned your engine off, the motor drive will be disabled, so you won't be able to drive around. And to turn your tank off, again, you're toggling on 100% on channel 5. So to turn the system off, okay, the system will turn off, and eventually that will start flashing. Eventually, there we go. So your system's back to a restart position. So that's Taipan 2014. There'll be lots of features on it. As I said, you'll have your drive motors, you'll have 3 different servo controls: turret, elevation, recoil. Also with the Mako on board, you've got all that stuff that no other company provides. So you'll have be able to plug in an LCD screen to monitor what's actually on here on the tank. You've also got the Remora system, so your wireless updates of your battle stats straight back to your radio. So all those features will be on there. Multiple lighting features, multiple gun features, plenty of power supply. It's just, as I said, it's in development, and it's just going to take a while for me to, you know, get the programming going and so forth. So that's Taipan 2014. I've waffled on long enough. Hopefully perked a bit of your interest, and hopefully we'll see more of that soon. Oh, I love all the sounds on the new 9XR Pro. Thanks, guys.